All right, we are live. Thank you all, everyone, for tuning in. And so, on today's episode, Ron DeSantis edges Donald Trump in the polls, and Donald Trump has something to say about it. Ooh, scary! By posting other polls to say, like, see, Ron DeSantis is getting nowhere. But, as we all know, polls don't mean anything this early on. Chick-fil-A goes woke by hiring a DEI person. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So, the real question is Chick-fil-A about to get a boycott? This is what really is going on in the world, and we need to listen to everything that's going on with the wokeness behind America's favorite fast food brand. And Target loses billions of dollars. I'm Anthony Rader, and this is Politically Unhinged. That's right. You all heard it here. And all over the Twitterverse, the Daily Wireverse. America's favorite fast food company has gone woke by hiring a diversity, equity, and inclusion person. And it's unfortunate that we can't have more brands like Yingling here. Huh. I mean, as you all probably know, Bud Light has lost its number one spot to Modelo, so another beer that tastes like shit. But people don't have good taste in America, as we all know that because Joe Biden fell down again. You probably saw my reaction on TikTok, where I say that this is embarrassing for us as the American people. And here's the thing, with Donald Trump, he'll be making fun of it for about a week, maybe even longer. Remember that time when he drank a bottle of water, a cup of water with both hands like this? I know you do, because the media just went ahead and they go ahead and let's make fun of Trump. He holds the bottle with two hands. He's feeble. He's weak. But when Joe Biden falls down, trips over a sandbag, and doesn't look like it's a good fall, like Humpty Dumpty, then you're not allowed to make fun of it. You're also not allowed to question it. You're supposed to say that he looks fantastic. You're supposed to believe that. I, for one, will never believe that. The man is on a mental state of decline. Now, let's talk about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has been going down the hill for a while, it seems. They're now trying to pander to the people that are boycotting them, or have been boycotting them, or trying to boycott them. Well, it's not really working considering that they are America's number one fast food company. So you tell me. So ever since that, I guess it was the CEO or the father of the CEO or COO, whatever, said that he doesn't support gay marriage, apparently the guy's been apologizing for it. What? He's been apologizing for that? For saying that gay marriage isn't the same as a man and a woman getting married because you could actually have kids? Can you believe this lunacy that we're in as a country? Like, what the hell is going on? Why are we going ahead and going, oh, yeah, that guy can be a woman. That woman can be a man. That man can get that thing that looks like a woman pregnant. That trans man can get a trans woman pregnant. What the actual hell? The people in this country believing this are lunatics. And we have people supporting them going like, yes, you can. You can be that. Oh, you so certainly can be that. You most powerful superficial thing. Oh, you can be that very, very much. Are you kidding me? Are we seriously letting these people, I don't know, run our country? Because we are. And now we're paying the price for it. And we're supposed to back down from this? We're supposed to let these blue-haired, purple-haired, fat lesbians run the country, saying that your morality is not in line with theirs, when they are the ones that are the lunatics. But, Bud Light fell in line with them. Went from America's most wonderful beer. Oh, I thought it was piss water, but a lot of people liked it. To falling down the ranks. Getting Modelo number 1. First of all, I don't even know who drinks a Modelo. I never met a person that drinks a Modelo. This is why I call that bullshit. I guarantee it's like Coors Light that's actually the lead, or Miller. What do I know? All right. So, good old Chick-fil-A. Ah, yes. So, good old Chick-fil-A. So great. Chick-fil-A is actually receiving backlash towards this. All right, so O'Reilly said that we shouldn't be doing anything just yet. Just yet. They haven't done anything yet. We shouldn't be being a boycott yet. Not yet. Are you kidding me? We should be boycotting now. We should be going ahead and boycotting brands like Chick-fil-A that are already taking a step towards wokeism. And we're saying no to this. Are you kidding me? This is what happened to the schools. This is what happened. We let the left dictate everything in our lives. And O'Reilly hasn't learned anything from it. Are you kidding me? O'Reilly hasn't learned anything from it. Look, I like O'Reilly, but oh my God. Is he a freaking idiot during this? Just because a company has not gone fully woke yet does not mean we shouldn't be telling them, hey, you are the problem. This is ludicrous. But what do I know? Okay, so Chick-fil-A, after hiring that DEI person, thing, whatever it identifies as, they're probably letting it choose its own pronouns now, let's be honest. When you drive up into a Chick-fil-A, you go like, okay, I want the chicken sandwich. Which, okay, thank you, ma'am. And the person replies, I actually use they, them, gee, wolf pronouns. How could you misgender me? Could you imagine that Chick-fil-A? That's coming soon to a Chick-fil-A near you, and I guarantee that. Okay. So, this is according to the Daily Wire. All right. Chick-fil-A faces backlash as their diversity efforts resurface. Other woke brands take beating. Oh my God. So the fast food chain Chick-fil-A received backlash on social media as conservatives learned that the firm's corporate office advances a number of diversity initiatives. A revelation which came as brands such as Bud Light and Target face criticism for embracing woke ideology. So it goes on saying that Chick-fil-A hired Eric Reynolds as the Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion 2 years ago. This took 2 years for us to notice it. 2 years. 2 years to realize this is going on. So Chick-fil-A prominently features a number of diversity programs meant only for females and members of racial minorities on a DEI segment of its website, which surfaced in days after Target and Bud Light witnessed sales and market capitalization hits. I wonder why. So they're bagging off the people that you're saying that are oppressed. If these people are so oppressed, why are we giving them these programs? To be more successful than, I don't know, white, straight, heterosexual men? Are you kidding? This ideology is going way too far. And we're saying it's okay. It's okay for this to happen. This shouldn't be happening. I mean, heck, it took us 2 years to figure this out. But people will be like, oh, well, this hasn't gone too much longer. Well, in response, the chairman of Chick-fil-A, Dan Cathy, called for Americans to shine shoes of their friends and neighbors in response to being purported, whatever the hell how you pronounce that thing. That word is freaking insane. Anyway, people that may have experienced racism. Oh. A video shows Kathy, who is white, shining the shoes of a black Christian rapper. Lecrae? I don't know. Exhorting listeners to have a sense of shame, a sense of embarrassment. What? So, Chick-fil-A's chair people are now telling you to be ashamed to be white. And we aren't supposed to be doing anything? We're not supposed to be fighting back against this stuff? What the hell's going on in this business? This business was supposed to be a Christian conservative business. And now we're taking a look at it. And it has definitely fallen through the ranks of wokeism. Guess what? The restaurant chain also offers community groups such as Women in Business and the Black Employee Resource Group and the Chick-fil-A Green Team. Okay, one question. Where's your resource group for white men? Tell me that. The company also seeks to develop mentorship, development, and partnership opportunities for minority-owned businesses to strategically engage with their supply chain. Well, if you have a business and you do not know how to engage with your supply chain already, you should be failing. It's that simple. But what's going on here is that we cannot have businesses fall anymore unless they are owned by a white conservative male. The envisionment of evil. So, apparently, so Daily Wire contacted Chick-fil-A for comment on Tuesday. And a firm evaluation of top ESG issues that internal and external stakeholders expect to grow in importance in the next 5 years. Climate and energy stewardship, diversity and inclusion. These are the stuff that is included. While Chick-fil-A has been committed supporting communities and being a responsible steward of all that is entrusted to us, companies like ours are increasingly expected to help address complex social environmental changes, especially to those that affect our industry, the company said in a document. Well, what is that? That just sounds like some liberal malarkey to me, some liberal bullshit. I mean, they're clearly not putting God and holiness in the water at Chick-fil-A. As Alex Jones said, they're putting something in the water to make the frogs gay. Now, they're most likely putting stuff in the chicken to make the chicken gay over at Chick-fil-A. Now, should you be shot? Should you be getting stuff at Chick-fil-A? That's up to you. I'm most likely done with them. Ever since this news broke out, I have not had Chick-fil-A. And I like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is very convenient to me. Yeah. Going to and from work. And saddens me that I have to say that we have to stop supporting this company. All right. So, as y'all know, this is the month of sinful behavior. The behavior of sin. It's beautiful, isn't it? Can't you believe we are at the time of sinfulness? For an entire month, we must celebrate the deadly sin of pride. For the LGBTQIRSTUV hashtag plus minus divided by sign, shit emoji, stop sign emoji, and whatever other emojis, whatever groups this thing has added. In response to that, I have made my own shirt to support Pride because I know my listeners need it. So if you go ahead and go and look at my store, you will see the most glorious Pride merchandise ever. I did my part in supporting the ideology that wants to strip your boys' dicks off. You should too. So, right here is my new shirt for this occasion. So when someone tells you that you are a bigot or a homophobic, make sure you're wearing this shirt. Because it says, I support Pride. And on the back, we have what Pride actually means. Patriotism, Ruger, independent thinkers, diplomacy, and eliminating taxes. Now, there is a sale going on. I do have to change the price of the shirt once again. And everything's going to be 10% off at the store if you use the code SLAY. Because, you know, that's what the gays say. So, get 10% off using the code SLAY at checkout. And you will know how to slay anytime when people are telling you that you are a homophobic. All right, so let's talk about the Republican primary. So, as you know and I know, this stuff doesn't matter really right now. These polls don't mean shit. But Donald Trump got triggered one day saying that I am up in the polls by more. Trump, you know as well as we know that these polls mean nothing right now. We are so far out from the primaries that it doesn't even matter. So, right here, so this is from the New York Post. All right. And former Trump advisor, Kayleigh Kayleigh, I just realized what Trump called her. Kayleigh Milquetoast McEnany. All right, so Kayleigh is getting bashed by Trump by, well, Trump saying like, oh, she inflated the polls. Well, Trump ended up going on Truth Social because why? Why are you on Truth Social still, Trump? You're unbanned from Twitter. You should be on Twitter to reach the audiences once again. Want to know why you haven't heard much from Trump? Because he's on Truth Social. That's why. You actually got to go out of your way to see the Trump stuff. So, Trump tweeted out, I am 34 points up on Ron DeSanctimonious. Not 25 up. So, Trump ends up saying this, all right? And really, Trump? Look, I liked you as presidency, at the presidency, so, like, why are you doing this? This is honestly stupid of you to do. You should just be like, okay, whatever. It's one poll. It was one poll that Trump is getting triggered over. One poll that this man is done with. There's only one. But in typical Trump fashion, he cannot have one thing out there saying that, well, all these other polls have me up by quite a bit. This one has me down, has me up still by 6. I don't know about you guys, but I would tell 6 inches is a lot. So, all right. So, and in response, Trump goes on Truth Social, and he ends up, guess what? Truth Socialing, tweeting, I don't know, posting different. So many different polls. And, like, here's the thing. This stuff doesn't matter, Trump, okay? Look. We're looking at this. And here's the thing. All right, the primaries are so far out that doesn't really matter. All right, so what's going to happen, like, even if these people, so at 17%, okay? That would bring up Ron DeSantis to 38. And let's say, okay, the people like Haley, Scott, Ramaswamy, Vance, who hasn't even declared, because why should he? All right, so that brings DeSantis up by another 8%. Okay, this is all assuming that they all swing towards DeSantis. All right, that is a 5-point lead. That still wins you the state. However, okay, these polls always have bias towards them. These polls always have something going on the other side. Going on like, okay, we need to end up, I don't know, literally doing anything. Because, look, you look at these polls, they typically have like 5 to 6% into either more favorable or in the wrong, because this fluctuates. All right? Here's the thing. DeSantis just launched his campaign, and we have Trump now bad-mouthing DeSantis. Well, no, he said who took care of, I don't know, COVID correctly? Andrew fucking Cuomo, the man that killed your grandparents. He said he took care of COVID correctly. He badmouthed Ron DeSantis over there. So, you kidding me? Look, I like Trump. I like that what he did as a president, but this stuff is getting stupid. All right. So, the other day, Trump has decided that he will vow to fix the U.S. in 6 months, prompting DeSantis to ask, why didn't he do it his first 4 years? Honestly, that is a good question. I wish Daily Wire would post the videos. Oh, here we go.
Huge problem.
There you go, man. All right, so letting this guy.
Why didn't he do it his first 4 years?
Boom, hook, line, sinker. Burn. All right. That was deadly. All right, so DeSantis, as you all know, look, I'm DeSantis 2024 because he announced his presidential election. Matter of fact, so I was going to stream his announcement, but we all know what happened to that. And people are calling it, oh, it's the most humiliating announcement ever. Well, want to know what DeSantis can do? No. You can say that was the worst campaign announcement ever, but like he can literally go all like, well, my announcement was so huge, I broke the literal fucking internet. Who else can say that? That is freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. He should be selling merch that says, my campaign announcement was so freaking great that I broke the internet. Like, he should be selling stuff that says that. That would be amazing. He should skid right into that whenever someone tries to make fun of him for that. So, all right. So, as you all know, Target loses billions of dollars, yada, 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 because, you know, they support trans people, transing the kids. So, we all knew that was happening. But, what is great? So, I'm going to try and pull it up here. All right, there we go. This is Target stock in the last month. Now, I'm going to show you here. The last month. All right, so it has fallen 13.81%. And this is with their little jump at the end of today. All right, so it's around May 20th, kind of, that we find out about this stuff. And it just plunges. Look at that. They're at like $150 a share, and they plunge to $130. They lost $20 per share. That is huge. That's billions of dollars. All right. So I don't know how many shares they got in the market, but let's see. Let's see how much money Target lost. As you can see, they have, oh, it's up. Well, that's just today. Okay. Target, as of 2 days ago, has lost $12.4 billion. Target stock drops 14% since boycotts over its Pride collection. That is phenomenal. Seeing this stuff go downhill. All right. Y'all have any questions for me? Drop them in the chat. We're getting towards the end. Right now, we're going to react to Trump and Desantis reacting to Joe Biden's Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty couldn't get put back together again. All right, so here we go. We're going to do Trump first. Well, if it will frickin' work. This bullshit. Oh, what the heck? All right. So, here we go once again. If it will work, because, you know, I got millions of tabs open. Let me go ahead and close some of them. All right, so we all have to deal with this little screen.
President Trump. Biden just fell on stage after commencement.
He did? He just fell on what stage? He's at the Air Force Academy. He actually fell down? Well, I hope he wasn't hurt. I hope he wasn't hurt. But it's the whole thing is, look, the whole thing is crazy. You got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about that because you don't want that. Even if you have to tiptoe down a ramp, you got to.
All right, now, if y'all don't understand that part of the speech, it's because the media was making fun of Donald Trump for tiptoeing down the ramp that had literal rain on it. There was a lot of water on it, no railing, and they made fun of him for quite a bit. So, you know how they do it in the media land. If Trump does something, it's bad. If Biden does something, we just don't talk about it. That's how it goes in the media land. So, people end up asking DeSantis the same thing. And in glorious DeSantis fashion, he ends up roasting Joe Biden once again.
Great American comeback will begin when we send Joe Biden back to his basement in Delaware. He spends a lot of his time as president on vacation. We might as well make it permanent, and we will get that done. Now, he did see, I think a lot of people saw, he had a fall at this Air Force event. And, you know, I don't know if he sustained injuries, but I just want to say that we hope and wish Joe Biden a swift recovery from any injuries he may have sustained. But we also wish the United States of America a swift recovery from the injuries it has sustained because of Joe Biden and his policies.
Now, I don't know about you guys. I think that Ron DeSantis' roast was better. It was better. That's all I'm saying. It was definitely better. All right. So, once again, get your merch at tinyurl.com/pu merch. Merch, like I said, I am going to be going through everything, making sure that prices are correct after the end of this podcast. So make sure that you go get your merch and buy that Pride merch. I know you want that Pride merch. That Pride merch is great. I know that Pride merch is what exactly you guys want. So that will do it for this time. Thank you all for coming out. And as always, I need a historical quote for y'all. Now, who should we use? I think it's only appropriate that we end on a quote from one of the greatest presidents of all time, Teddy Roosevelt. 26th president of the United States. The man's so badass that he literally fought a fucking bear. All right. Now, here we go. This quote, like I said, is from one of the greatest presidents of all time, Teddy Roosevelt. And it says, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. It is hard to fail, but it's worse never to have tried to succeed." That is by the late, great Teddy Roosevelt. All right. Thank you, and God bless.